Diego's the immortal VP.
Naku, lakad mo tatang!
Normally.
This hero, if I recall, but he plays really well. But he says he doesn't like it.
Okay. We see the final picks here. I'm going to ask you first.
Second camp block here, though.
Yep. We see a bit of harassment.
The
only problem
on a sexy Yogi, as he is going to drop for first blood. And is just picking up the kill there.
Yeah, the only problem I have with the with this is when it becomes a big deal, is right now the creeps don't last long enough. As you can see, she might even die here. Serum, slowed by the scatter blast. Benny playing aggressively, want to kill RZT. RZT, you're going a bit too far. The creep's still hitting him. He has no damage block, so he's just gonna fall. And they give a free kill to Benny. That was reflection. I'm also assuming Dunya would go for infused raindrops at some point. Probably the best way to deal with a Lunar.
Yogi and Hanasis fighting to the death. Probably just the death of Sexy Yogi, though. He at least dispatches of the Swarm Beetle, pulls the cheese out, but he cannot eat the cheese because he is dead. Straight the Urn Rush, which is acceptable this lane. I don't think he or Roboseta are expecting too much action early here, other than just the little bit of harass. But Puck with a bottle and Invoker with level 2 Quas.
Berna?
Simply just too much
Top
regen.
lane. You're just gonna die, Berna. One more hit from the Weaver will do the trick. Ah, they saved him! What a nightmare! Claps for Sexy Yogi. Hanasis has had enough. He wants to cancel himself. He's gonna go for Berna in the trees. He will get the kill. Hanasis.
Well in early. So now Weaver has all the 3 components for the urn, just shy of the recipe. Luckily, you can use that Sage's Mask for a medallion, which he is going to be doing. As they will get
Mid lane, they did relatively easy kill because he just went for the room. Sexy Yogi though in the top lane. There's going to be the urn charge given to the Invoker. Bane kill doesn't really matter, but that's true. Roboseta might be getting farm out of this, but I don't know what you can turn it into. As once again, Tiny finds 2, but that's not enough. Yeah, he's just gonna die. Right.
Roboseta, yes, coil committed, but he didn't jaunt through. Kisses are good, actually level 6 from the RZT off lane Snapfire, standing in and knocking down Mini.
Benny, gotta kill him. Gotta fix this.
That's why the Bane Fiends group is actually quite strong this game, I think.
Yes.
But okay, gonna be strong if you can kill him. Still got level 5 off of the wave, but he is gonna take the death, and this is now likely the tower going down.
I agree. I think that should have happened. I think that should happen earlier, the Bane thing. Like, I feel like you're right. This is the kind of lane where, honestly, who cares if Bane gets items, right? Like, I think you have to do a lot more.
I mean, I agree, right? Especially because if you can't just think about this item in isolation. Now you have to, for example, consider the Spirit Vessel, which is going to be taking down RZT for a bit more. The Blink Dagger on Sand King, which has at least been not really fully utilized here, as they almost get the jump on a Sexy Yogi, but the coil is even better. They're going to trade RZT for the life of Mini, and there's the Fiend's Grip. Right onto Dunhai. He's going to be detected there by, I believe, the Dust. Procs even before. For the Quas. Sorry, yes, for the Quas. And one thing I will say about this this Switchblade is yes, part of this comes off of the fight that APU Kings kind of, I don't want to say gifted, but made easy for Balrogs as Tiny is dying. Looks like the ward in between the towers here in the mid lane will at least pick up 1 kill, but Mini's a bit worse for wear now. He's going to Ghost Walk away. Roboseta...
I thought the exit interviews were my lowest point in Dota, but I think I've just reached it today in this cast. I'm sorry, audience members.
It wasn't that low. Come on now. Either way.
Okay. Thank you. Swarm is ready for Hanasis, but there's only 2 supports against a core here. That's going to be difficult. Tornado might sit up on the tiny kill, but they've already lost Hanasis in the process. At least EMP will get a counter kill here for Mini. Yeah, saved for a second.
But Benny's got no more camps to farm here, so he's on his way back to the triangle. They have scouted him on a ward, but he's now too far gone. So they will indeed settle for Hanasis.
That's a bigger deal on the Tiny, just simply because Hanasis is going for the Orchid, so he's actually the cover they're going to need for the Puck. As they also find Sexy Yogi, the cookie to the high ground, and he's able to TP. Nope, but have to strike to cancel that. Tornado just in case. They have Serum as well. They put up a ward. That's a sentry. They deward it and also kill Sexy Yogi in the process.
Okay, and they're locked down, especially versus someone like this Morphling. The counter smoke now from APU Kings. Roboseta kicking off the fight here. Hans is already dead. Avatos combo, though, is going to nuke through the Sand King, so immediately a 5v.
By a shard, which indicates to me that they want to fight a bit earlier than that.
And I think they'd be better off fighting him. Oh, well, here they go.
Oh. Yep, they got the Enchantress. She's been silenced for now, but she has the hood and soon the healing. And healing is not going to help her too much. She's going to die immediately. Dunya in the same boat. Both of them fall. Benny against the Scotty. I don't know why you're fighting this. Yes,
Yep,
BKBs and waveforms away.
Around.
Kind of a waste of the beaks to win the whole series, just so I can ask her what they thought about this axe. This is my most... I think this might be the most interesting question I ever had. Oh, I'm going to go for the Enchantress.
Dead.
Yep, that's easy.
Huge
I mean, right now...
AoE on Waning Rift. My goodness. It's
Until
not
Benny
550
gets
AoE.
back.
It's 550 radius.
Yeah, it's wild. Well, it's the same... Oh,
No,
right.
it is not the same thing.
Right, I see what you mean. I don't know how to do the math to do what that AoE would be in radius, but I get what you mean.
You don't remember the formula for the area of a circle, my friend?
Yeah, but can you multiply by pi radius and then divide by pi, please? In the middle of the cast, please. I beg you. Do
Just
the math.
estimated
Come on.
as 3.
Sure. Berna, BKB, use Benny, fighting head on
He's
with this,
losing
but the
this
sky is
fight.
worse for Benny than it is for Berna. It seems like Benny can't really fight her head on just yet, and he's realized this, but a bit too late. Go hit him. No more BKB. He's gonna die. The Serum is also in trouble himself, and Serum is also going to fall with his toss. My opinion on morphing is changing, Richie. It's changing.
Yeah.
Slowly diving into a dumpster, honestly.
And this is where I was at with Morphling as well in this game. That's why I brought it up. Like I said, this is the only hero Goon Squad has ever lost with in the formation of their roster, which is not very long-lived, mind you, but this is maybe a little bit of a better fight. The Barrow Strike doesn't catch anyone, though, and he's silenced and almost immediately killed by Berna. The Glaive is bouncing around between the Ancient as well, which is already exposed now that the tier 4s are down. There's another Waning Rift, which is going to push him to the other side of the ice wall, and that will force the GG call from Output Kings. Balrogs are going to take game number 1, the best of 3 series.
The Axe definitely didn't win the game. I would say Benny won him the game, to be honest. But, I do think that I saw some utility there towards the end. I don't think it's worth 4,200 gold, but it's interesting. I kind of wanted to win, so I can ask him. But that overall...
I do like the tiny mid still.
Okay.
They could... Some other... I don't know what their 4-player plays.
Legion.
Okay.
Oh, so Snapfire mid. All right.
Hmm?
Well, or is it Legion mid, actually?
Legion
No,
off
Snapfire
lane.
mid.
All of a sudden, you know, tier 1s are being sieged with the 5-minute wagon. So yeah, I'm very shocked to see this as well.
He might be able to kill Snapfire at least. No, she can just walk away, right? That's the issue. You don't really have much kill potential. Now I'm wondering if the second point will be Enchant. It will be. I wonder what creeps are going to take. For now, it's just used for the slow, and they actually might kill RZT. Okay, Benny, still no crit though. RZT heals back up, but not enough. That's Sexy Yogi. No, I'm gonna continue. Oh, okay, they are actually. No Swarm, however, so he's like, yeah, sure, I'll take the free kill. Hannes is regretting his choices right now. They need one more Lucent Beam, and they get him with the Soul Rip instead. Dunya tries to protect him best they can, but Dunya himself is in trouble. The Undying destroy him. There's a DK available. The Spear has to hit one of them at least.
Being able to kind of dissuade pushes just by TPing and dropping a Tombstone is definitely going to be a tool that this Undying has compared to most other games. Okay, bottom, RZT in a bit more trouble. Cookie Stun is decent into no Scatter Blast, though. It's going to be RZT, kind of like last game, taking a couple of early deaths.
Okay.
And even Snap being dealt. Wow.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, this is the power of the Enchant. He's figured.
Yeah, I'd agree. Sexy Yogi is going to be sapping experience top lane. Honestly, this is not a trivial kill for the Mars. Sexy Yogi quite tanky, almost 1,000 HP already, has 7 stick charges and the infused raindrops. They get a kill down bottom. Yeah, I guess it's everything.
Yeah,
kind of a bad thing because he's just bouncing around in there forever. But you know, maybe once you get Maelstrom, it's not bad. Whoop.
Yeah, and that was the example of it because he bounced there for too long. Duel got to him. Well done.
Okay. Get out of, I mentioned some anime thing, like, Ember Spear, what are you doing? Get out of there! Walking under Balrog's wards here in his own jungle.
Yep. RZT though finally takes the tower bottom. That's a big deal actually. So Balrogs can have a jungle now. But they might lose a tiny illusion. Oh, he actually went down bottom. I don't know how that happened, but he got speared to the bottom part, not the arena. That saved his life, actually. Beautiful Cookie Stun on top of that. They also dropped the Tombstone. Zombies are starting to pile up. They want to destroy the Tombstone in time. The Sword will heal it, but they'll finally get rid of it as Dunya dies in the process. Berna activates that Eclipse, going for the Wraith King, but he stalls a second life. As the duel hits up the second support, Serum will die and give the extra damage to the Legion Commander. But Balrogs is losing this fight. Berna now
fine. Tiny, unable to really nuke
RZT? What is he doing? Oh my god, that's what he's doing. duel plus kisses from afar. Gets Mini. He might die for this though. But honestly, for the duel, it's worth it. And RZT actually TPing in the face of danger. He's going to be fine. There is no TP, though, on the Snapfire. They never ask the support if he's carrying a TP or if it's off cooldown, right? They just ask him to come with them. And ZXCA will fall here, unfortunately. Swarm or Vessel, something will get him. The problem is the arena that's happening now, where Berna is caught. Doesn't have Manta style just yet. They do toss him out of the arena, but not enough to kill off the Weaver. Berna realizing he does not want to continue this fight. Time to retreat.
So I don't understand.
Sorry, so able to deal with that Vessel. As they burst down the Enchantress, or they try to, now the duel. Scatterblast hits as well. The Cookie's going to finish her off. A bit more damage for RZT, still not level 12, though that's important. And now RZT is going to suffer for this, so is going to the Snapfire. Both killed, and I think Balrogs is realizing maybe a bit too late that this is not the fight for them to take. They do create some space for the Luna, but they lose 3 in the process. Not the ideal fight for them. Sexy Yogi going to be the final victim of this engagement.
Yeah, I mean, those were long TPs, but ends up being very worth it so much to the hero, especially if she has a good creep. You know, if she has a Stampy, you want to kill the Stampy, not so much the Ench. Weaver right now with Vessel is just merely annoying, and you don't kill any of the cores. I mean, they'll take an Ench. If they can get her, and they can't, rooted, and the soon-to-be Spirit of the Walls of the arena is not Roboseta, dispelled at the very least here by the press the attack. He's going to live. Dagger in a couple more seconds. The duel. This is a better target under the Ember, but he still has the Aegis. As now Berna is going to use this Eclipse, still holding on to his 9-second BKB charge as they have dispatched of the extra lives. BKB now for round 2 now for Berna. As he is starting to get in some real damage now in this engagement with the Glaives bouncing around to Serum as well. He is finally going to drop alongside the Wraith King. Hannes is still continuing to fight, but has no time lapse. It's already been used, so he's the third to fall permanently in this engagement. And now Mini still on the high ground. He uses a Remnant aggressively before he goes back. His third Remnant as well used, but it goes further in the base. That's the wrong way, Mini. You're Radiant.
Wow. And they end up winning the fight in the high ground, partially thanks to the Tombstone. They have a really good high ground defense.
We deal with it with something like a Maelstrom Mjolnir. Great job by RZT. He gets out the arena. He pings it. And in fact, looking to turn now is going to be Balrogs, as they have initiated here onto the support on Diamond. Once again, Berna is going to kick off this fight with the Eclipse. The beam's going to be ignored by the Mars now that he does have a BKB, and the Kisses as well, not really panning into anything. The duel, this time, at least is going to be a fast one for RZT.
Wraith King is TPing here. Benny. He's going to charge, and Benny is going to win this charge. Oh my god, the body blocks from the creeps as well. Sorip saving him though. The Mars from behind, they don't have the arena here. Romoteta avoids the swarm for a second. Now he wishes he has the illusion rune as that allows them to spear him into the tree. Like Yogi's already dead. A bit of a saving your teammate syndrome there.
Yeah, a bit of, once again, fighting without Tombstone syndrome as well. Like, fighting without your carry syndrome. I know it's like, well, for Balrog set up on the Radiant coast of the river. So this seems like it should be a very easy objective here.
And they bait out the Snapfire. She's dead. At least Balrogs, if they can get away with this, they have BKB this time. So Berna, he's going to have to fight for now. Stuck in the arena, gets stunned already. There's the help from the press the attack. Buyback from the Snapfire. They're going to bait into a fight. Is this going to succeed? They're going for the Weaver here, but the toss actually going to save her. They got at least with the Scatter Blast. Nice little time last year from Hannesis as they've left the Undying behind. He's going to be bursted down. Balrogs realizing this was not the fight to take, but a little bit too late. They can force the BKB from Berna.
Yeah, there they go.
Berna. There's the BKB used. At least Hannesis will die as a result. No, still the Sukuchi. He's alive. There we go. The Mortimer's Kisses finishes him off. Dunya in trouble himself, blocking as much damage as possible. The BKB's done for Berna. He still has a second life. The duel for the first life with the Wraith King. Once again, RZT covering the Luna's escape, but she's been speared to the wall. She's going to lose her first life. Benny making sure they're both equalized here as Dunya will fall to RZT's damage, but RZT will fall as a result. Berna fighting to the death, utilizing the Eclipse with no teammates around him. Berna is going to die. It seems like game 1.
And I didn't see anyone else there except for maybe harassing and with the Searing Chains, but the damage dealer Wraith King wasn't there. Either way, the fight not going too well as there's again another duel victory. RZT, he just wants another duel, man. What more damage? No, he's not going to get it. APU Kings, they're going to end the game, destroy the Ancient, and take us to game number 3.
Yeah, frankly, not the best showing I think about Balrogs. There's something the Beast Ghost told us in their interview, and they said later in their streams when they played against Balrogs, that Balrogs are a really good team at playing with pressure, but they don't...
Tiny mid should be decent against Everblade. You have a lot of burst on all stages of the game. Yeah, that's interesting.
That's very interesting. Is that Robothetas? Yes, it is.
Oh, wow.
That's his favorite old hero, the Wind Ranger. Neutrals are loyal only to neutrals.
It's not really what being neutral means, though, when you think about it.
It's like, can you imagine if when World War II happens, Switzerland just has a bunch of infighting between each other, like neighbors killing neighbors, it's just a massive civil war?
Or was that not first blood bonus?
Because
not Wisp is here. You know, let him be your mana battery. Mid lane, as now I can finally get my point across. Mini is doing so well on this lane. Hey, never mind, I can't.
Sorry. Spoke to some. Sorry, go on.
Mini's doing super well on this lane. 22 and... Well, there's the kill. It was top lane, but has purchased a bottle with how much regen and how healthy he's looking. Bottom, nope. They are fighting.
The Avalanche. Nice cookie as well from Argentine. They still have the Scatter Blast, right? No, they don't. They used it early, but he might just get a kill on Argentine. Finds the death, and it might be Benny's death as well, as the creep is blocking this Tiny.
Treads.
He's trying his best. Reach him, throw the tree, misses the tree. I don't think the tree would have killed him. He gives some mana to the Io, and he might be Io's partner the whole time. So overall, it gives him more mana, and the extra stats from Falcon Blade are not that valuable. You mainly get it for the mana regen, right? So Bazzi will actually improve his mana overall. I think that's his logic. Berna is dying though here. You have to be careful. Static Link's still available. In comes the Monkey King. He starts to steal something from Dunya. That damage is going to be enough to kill Dunya. Berna will fall as well. Mini now going for Sexy Yogi. He has a lot of attack speed ready. And that's going to be an almost dead Io. Didn't use the Balance Strike just yet. Mini still has it. Lurking in the shadows.
The extra HP from the Falcon Blade would have let him live there anyway. It's pretty minor. Serum in lane is going to eat the first extended now focus fire. Especially extended even longer now with the stick charges. Robosita showing off his brand new javelin. Plenty of damage there. And in fact, now they're going top lane again. So here come the rotations. Mini's already gotten the kill, however. Still has one more Jingu Mastery proc, but the kisses from Argentine, who was rotated from the off lane here. Getting some serious damage onto Mini. Most importantly, not going to let him tree dance away, as Robosita going to be disappointed to find himself trapped inside of the Wukong.
You don't wanna hear her. You just let her die instead.
Serum in trouble. There's a toss at the ready into the power shot, which does hit. Serum no from behind now on how as well. He's going to have an arena of blood ready in 13 seconds. Quite soon enough, but the spear is still good. It looks like he threw that while he was shackled. Not to matter, though. It's a 1-for-1 trade so far, but they scout Mini coming thanks to the ward. Holding on to the Wind Run is the Wind Runner now. She's going to be immune to the auto attacks of Mini, as Berna is going to be sapping all the damage from Monkey King. He gets the bonus damage, and he's still going to turn with the Boundless Strike and assist at least on the kill onto Robosita, because it's the neutral.
Fair,
yes,
fair. Okay, that's
go and fight.
Not the Ogre, though. Literally anything but him. He's just a 5. He honestly wants to do this.
Yep. And that's what I mean. Like, Serum, he's really good at this, isn't he? Right? Anyone who can...
Yeah, it means you're probably going to avoid this fight. Balrogs needs to learn that they have to avoid certain fights. Right?
Shackle.
No, coming in.
To the kisses.
Hey, Mortimer's kisses. That's strong. Serum, once again, it'll be the target. They set up the Wukong's command, though. Tiny could be in trouble. The God's Rebuke. Tiny's going to die. BKB has been committed by Berna, though. And he's going in for Mini. And he needs to get out of this Wukong's command, but someone lose the honor. Shackle shot as Benny finally joins in. That spear will miss completely. And Wind Rage will just be taken for a ride. Reminds you of a cockroach. Oh, no. Too soon for Portman Fear. I'm going to go and take the tower here. Let's see. Okay,
Shackle,
the arena,
yet again.
good, but the cookie once again saves him. Mortimer's kiss is used. Berna's toss the BKB is going to fight this on, and Mini is dead. Dunya in the similar position, going to be run down and killed. Hannes is...
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Have a warding here. Oh, okay. BKB immediately for Berna.
TB.
He's like, I don't need the tether. I'm just going to go for Benny. And with the Avalanche, they cancel his TP. They have Mortimer's kiss on top of that. Benny's going to die. The arena caught the Io, but Io's taking a fair amount. This allows him to kill 2 cores for free. Razor doesn't need an Io. He's an independent carry right now. As Serum, or perhaps maybe Dunya, the next target. Puzzle Field will miss. Snapfire hitting him from behind, but no stuns. Scattered Blast still on cooldown. Now finally available. That was not even close. Okay, not the best display of skills after they killed the carries and the mid laner, but it's fine. The first 2 kills were very important.
From APU King's a bit promising, especially if they can snipe Sexy Yogi to start this fight off.
Yep, this would be amazing. That's what they go for. BKB activated immediately on Berna. Saw the refresher, by the way. Aegis expired in the middle of this fight. He has the BKB now. A second one also available. Berna cannot last against the Scotty TB. Even with that cookie, he's going to die.
Wow.
Monster kill streak going the way of Mini. They got rid of him and his partner. They did kill the enemy supports, but now Robosita, capable of TPing in time. Yes, he's faster than the Monkey King. So at least Balrogs won't lose everything in this fight. Could have been woke used by Balrog.
This is promising.
Power shot. It is. Tiny. What? Oh, he should know there's something going on. He actually just forced us himself forward. Still has the Blink Dagger, technically. But of course, if he dies, there's no Blink Dagger to be used.
Better not.
Luckily, the IO decides he's worthy enough to be saved. Sexy Yogi, he chose to use the Relocate for this.
Middle tower.
Better not use his first BKB charge. He doesn't have Refresher just for another 5 or 10 seconds or so, so not that big of a deal. Was just surprised to see that first BKB usage like that.
Well, yeah, that Relocate's gonna kill the IO. And oh, does Tiny die anyway? Because that would be a huge loss. Okay, don't look that way. Lotus Orb, that's not gonna be enough to save him.
Okay. Okay, so, but if you're a Balrogs fan, you need to see this Roche be able to
Towers
be
and split
ruined.
push.
We'll set
Yeah, that's
that.
huge actually. That might be
ball.
enough though. He has Daedalus as well. Is that enough to may not kill TB, but if you could kill Monkey King with this? Oh, they found the Relocate though. That's 100 seconds on Sexy Yogi.
Yeah, he bought back earlier to try and contest the Roche. Also having bought back was the Tiny.
She's the
that's
biggest
right.
threat
Yeah.
now. Also, Berna could go Butterfly, but I think it's mainly the Wind Ranger.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
Berna,
agreed.
instead of Butterfly, what he's decided to go for is the Divine Rapier.
He's got a Satanic
Nice.
finish.
Oh.
They have found the Mars. Great smoke play for Balrogs, and
Okay.
immediately take out the Initiator, the offlaner.
They are still in it to a degree. Serum covers the Tiny as Metamorphosis is used. I don't think Tiny's to be saved here.
No,
Let's
that's a
Avatos
dieback,
before he
but-
dies.
Balrogs don't want this fight anymore. They got the Metamorphosis out, and he still gets attack speed from the Wisp. So like maybe it's more damage. Maybe he's like kind of done the mental math and say if I static link 2 enemy heroes, it's still better
Oh.
for me. But this is bad.
There's
Below.
a Relocate. Relocate, Sexy
No,
Yogi gets
they stunned
stunned. Reload got stopped, and that Balrogs might just the loss of the game there. Robotheta
Oh.
in trouble himself. The MKB doing wonders with the Demon Zeal, and that's going to be Balrogs losing 2 other cores. Tiny's still dead, but at least they.
Jupiter Hane's going to capture it twice just to make sure this wasn't cleaned in sprint
Oh,
cleaning.
nice.
Why would it be?
Double damage. Lunia. Okay, that arena got wasted. Berna at least gets blocked in the beginning. He has Divine Rapier, by the way. He can't die here. Berna, better keep your distance. BKB used
Reload?
metals as well. Relocate will save him. Or, not really. Relocate just puts him in a different position. Now they do refresh here. They're going straight for the Terrorblade, but Berna's being surrounded by heroes. He's stunned now. He can't kill a TB anymore because of the arena. He's standing just
Reload!
outside the arena. The Relocate will send him back in, though. And they do manage to finish on the TB thanks to the Mortimer's Kisses, which works well. Mars is currently dead for too long. Benny is forced to buy back here, but he has no Metamorphosis. TP immediately by RZT, and they have no stuns.
Wow. Okay.
It kind of worked. They have a chance now.
This is a
DXCA,
game.
They're still going for him. He's
That's
gonna
fine.
die.
He has
Mystic Player,
buyback.
goodbye.
That's fine.
He does, yeah.
That's amazing. The Robosetta dying here is going to be the biggest deal. He does have... He's so punishing if APU Kings can take this. And they've got the numbers to do it, and in fact, they've got the damage more so. Should be relatively trivial for them here. The smoke is coming, at least from the Razor. Bedna making his way on through downtown, walking fast, but he's going to be stunned. Stunned a second time and killed. There's a dieback for him. Not even the Relocate from Sexy Yogi could get him out. Sexy Yogi, he is certainly going to die. The cookie will get him out of a tough spot here, but even in 3 more seconds, his days were numbered. Got buyback, but without his Razor, and now Divine Rapier on the deck and in the inventory. They're going to try and nuke. They're nuking the wave. Good fortifying reaction from APU Kings. That's the thought process, of course, is they were hoping to at least get backdoor to kick in. Find a little bit more time, 30 seconds off of the respawn timer of the Razor, who has died back. Got that penalty applied. Great shackles. They're buying as much time as they can here, Avo, but I just don't think it's going to be enough.
Dire's middle tower.
Yeah, it's sad because even though that game was greatly played by APU King and Kings, I feel like it had a lot more to do with Balrogs as a team towards the end. Mini, of course, adding some shame to the to the fire, some wood to the fire there just towards the end. For
Right. Trinkets.